Oh man, if you can't hear when you're going feel, I remember my grandfather and my grandmother used to say that, but apparently a lot of us Jamaicans are listening. Go up, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the story because another set of Jamaicans have done it again. This one I am taking directly from the U.S. Justice.governor site or government site. So this is the official court documents that I am about to read to you, so you know exactly what these four Jamaicans have been up to, what they were convicted of, and how long they were sentenced to prison for. Well, I also have some comments from some Jamaican people about this as it was printed in Nationwide 90 FM. And I can tell you this, a lot of Jamaicans aren't going to feel too sorry for you. Alright, so the general consensus that all of us or majority of us are down with this thing, yeah, me no know. Maybe we are, but it no looks upon social media. Anyhow, Jamaican nationals sentenced to federal prison for their roles in lottery scamming targeting elderly victims. Boy, the US come in like them Haitian taxi driver there. Give me my money. I want back my money. And they want back their money. Florence, South Carolina, four Jamaican nationals who resided in a place called Myrtle Beach have been sentenced for their roles in a bogus lottery scam that targeted elderly victims around the United States of America. Specifically, Fabian Gray, aka Mike Taylor. Fabian had two names, Fabian Gray and Mike Taylor. Immigration, he's 30 years old. Then you have Romaine Gordon, who is also 30 years old. They were each sentenced to more than 5 years in federal prison. Avia Reed, also 30 years old. Avia was sentenced to more than 4 years in federal prison. And Kalela Powell, who's only 20 years old, Kalela was sentenced to more than 2 years in federal prison. Now, Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, and the United States Postal Inspection Service, USPIS, two people you shouldn't frig with in the first place. But anyways, I'll get to that. Began this case with an investigation into the individuals in the Myrtle Beach area who were reported to be operating a lottery telemarketing scam with domestic and international connections. So them have bangers a chop on the phone all over, or they have choppers chopping on the bangers all over, rather, is the language, according to evidence presented to the court. As part of the scam, the defendants would, y'all know the spiel already, they would contact elderly victims through the phone and through the mail, and they would falsely inform the victims that, hello, you have won a sweepstakes, 25 million US dollars, and a brand new Mercedes-Benz SL 500. All you have to do now is send us 10,000 US dollars to clear your name for tax purposes, and your 25 million US dollars will be deposited into your account within 24 hours or less. Yes, that's how them did that though. The supposed prizes in these sweepstakes usually consisted of millions of dollars, a new vehicle, or other valuable items. The defendants told the victims that they had to pay taxes and fees in order to receive their winnings. Y'all see how I just explained it to you? $25 million. And in order to get your $25 million deposited into your account, all we ask is that you send us 10,000 US dollars to clear your name and taxes, and your 25 million US dollars will be deposited into your checking account within 24 hours or less. Yes, see it? So that's the game. I don't know how, but I do know how. Some people are still saying, how the hell is this still working? I'm gonna tell you two things. One, don't try it because you're gonna get caught up as easy as it sounds. And two, it is still working because they get a lot. I'm sure you have gotten one of these phone calls. Me get them phone call already. I'm laugh. I hang up the phone. Me say, all right, brother. And them say, bumba clock. I hang up the phone. And them find out say, I'm a Jamaican too. Yeah, and you can't scam me. So them just move on to somebody else. Well, they move on until they find a victim. Somebody who is sitting at home lonely and elderly and who might be suffering from a touch of dementia, Alzheimer's, and these things that plague older people, and them get them victim there. See? You know, granny up on her bed, she's like 97 years old and she's thinking, oh, I want to go out with a bang. I don't have much time left. I've been paying the lottery my whole life and I've never won. And suddenly I've won $25 million. And she's pretty excited. And her dementia and her Alzheimer's helps with the situation to damage the situation. You understand? All right. Victims throughout the case mailed the defendants prepaid cards. This is the court papers I'm reading. This is how they collected their money. Victims throughout the case who've been told that they needed to send money in to clear their taxes so they can get their winnings mailed these defendants money in prepaid cards, postal service money orders, which are all trackable, bank money orders, very trackable, and even dead cash, and personal checks to pay the phony taxes and fees. This is how you get your money. Victims also made deposits into the defendants' bank accounts, very trackable, and the victims also sent wire transfers to the defendants, very trackable. The defendants received more than 300,000 US dollars from their targets. 300,000 that the courts can prove. Now hear this. If you're in Jamaica and you're doing this, then maybe you can run and hide and get away with it. But if you're in the US and you actually live here and you're trying to do this, then you must be either really, really behind the times or you're really slow intelligence-wise. Because everybody knows, postal service money orders, direct deposit cash into your personal bank account, all them something that is like very, very trackable. The funds were ultimately withdrawn by or transferred to co-conspirators in Jamaica, and the defendants retained a 25% cut of the scamming proceeds. So the rest of the money goes to Jamaica. This is what the feds are saying here, that majority of the money goes to Jamaica and 25% cut is what these guys in the US were getting. So obviously they're a part of a bigger picture. The bigger heads are in Jamaica who are the head of this. And they're collecting their money there. They might not even be in Jamaica. They might be set up somewhere else with the links and they're collecting their money somewhere else. See? Them are small fry. They will go to prison. They will do their time. Somebody else will jump in, take that spot, run that money, and the money will continue to come because what? Chopper nah stop chop, and the bangers them nah stop run hot, and money nah stop make. That's the consensus. So me nah shed a tear when you get catch. You know say this is what comes with it. See? At least 67 victims who were mostly elderly suffered a loss as part of this particular scheme. 25 of those victims were more than 80 years old, and several victims were targeted multiple times. United States District Judge Sherry A. Linden sentenced Gray to 63 months mandatory, sentenced Gordon to 63 months mandatory, sentenced Reed to 51 months mandatory, sentenced Powell to 33 months mandatory. The defendants were each sentenced to 3 years of court-ordered supervision to follow their federal prison sentences in the event that they are not deported upon release. Homeland Security is already all over this, and I don't know if some of them have their citizenship and won't get their citizenship revoked. But if they don't, and you're there upon a green card, that was the slippery slope that you just slid down for sure. There is no parole in the federal system. There is no parole in the federal system. Meaning, you won't be getting out early, you won't be getting out on probation, you won't be getting out to go do the rest of your time sitting at home, report to a parole officer, etc., probation officer, and they're looking at deportation. The defendants were also ordered to pay $349,433 US dollars and a 75 cents at the end in restitution to their victims. This case was investigated by Homeland Security and the U.S. Postal Service Department. Assistant U.S. Attorney Derek A. Shoemake prosecuted this case, and it's been put to rest now. So here's this. Listen to some of these people and what they had to say. Because not everybody in this thing, I know. The Humble One D says, oh, this is awesome. Hillam Dian says, but me know them people here. Wow. Queen God Bless Karen says, congrats. You've all just won yourself a all-inclusive hotel pass for 30 years free of cost. well, we know say not 30 years them get now, but them get some 5-year sentence on these things. As a Jamaican in a foreign, well, as anybody in a foreign prison, it's not pretty. Okay, the United States of America prison system is hell behind walls, first of all. But they'll be there to find out. So let me not even to expound upon that. I just want the young choppers them for no say. Or the choppers them, period. Because I know all of them young. Enough of them are big people, 30 years old, 40, 50. You know what I mean? I just want you to know that prepare yourself to go behind bars in the U.S. Message just came down from the U.S. Embassy again that there are several indictments in the pipeworks coming down, and before 2022 is out, we are going to see a large batch of extradition out of Jamaica to face charges in the United States of America. Nobody worry about the argument where they're talking about, oh, but the U.S. can't, Jamaica can't go to the U.S. and take their citizens and extradite them. So why should the U.S. be able to come to Jamaica and do the same thing? Another person said, yeah, Petrojam scam and government thief the money and nobody no go to prison for it. And don't worry about all that. Another comment says, the U.S. is the biggest drug dealer in the world. Don't worry about none of that. You just worry about where you fit in. See, that's people's problem. A lot of people are worried about stuff that is outside of your scope, outside of your realm, above your pay grade, don't have nothing to do with you. If big US or Jamaica government want sling them drugs, people in high places are in control of that. Nobody feel like you, the little man, can do the same thing and actually get away with it. You are here to fill their prisons because they have prisons that need to be filled. You don't know that? Okay. Another person says, one less thing to worry about is the hypest set of people them, you know. Them behave like say them work for the money. Money pull up in a dance, dash champagne pan each other in champagne showers, wet up the money, and all these things for them take it give to somebody who really needs it. Another person says, you see them face? Them know them nasty about Jamaica for now, you know. Them look becks no rotted. Them get catch. Another person says, this is the best news ever. You know, too thief and too wicked. Another person said, if I wasn't overseas, Jamaican would still have them running loose. If they weren't overseas, Jamaica would still have them running loose and scamming. Great job. When you're gonna get the rest? Because the rest of them did it. Another person says, get them, Uncle Sam. Get them. Those scammers are some of the greatest threats to our country. I have a bone to pick and a saying to say. In a sense, the scammers are a part of the greatest threat, because you know the money comes through scamming, and then people know say you have the illegal money and you have a lot of it, so they start to gather up their guns to come get you. But since you have a lot of money now, you have money to pay shooters, you have money to pay cops to be on your side, you have money to pay, corrupt the justice system and do all kinds of things. So it's kind of dangerous. If they were just getting this money, staying quiet, and then establishing businesses, laundering this money and turning it over into clean businesses, wash money, wash it clean, and then go about their business, it wouldn't be such a threat. It would be, damn, some people lost some money. Some people would have called it reparations. Some people would have called it other things. But because of the amount of murders that are associated with it in our pretty little Jamaica there, we can't even run around and say, Irie, and the vibe's good no more. We have to duck 2 gunshots and worry about maybe we might look like somebody who somebody is trying to kill. Or the money is so running so fluid now that they just get flippant with the money. Just start do all kind of something with the money. Hey, me not like the boy there. Just send somebody go kill him. Hey, me not like the girl there. Send somebody go kill her. 10,000 pound her head. 5,000 pound female head. That kind of stuff. So with that is where the danger comes in. See? Another person says, lock up the whole of them. All I know can kiss Jamaica goodbye. Well, only for 5 years. Last one. They're in a better place right now. U.S. taxpayers will be giving them proper shelter and 3 meals per day. Somebody said, boy, them look stressed out, look on the picture. Somebody says, all the female, she look more manly and more stressed out than the man them. I'm going to leave it at that though. If this is the field you choose to go into, just remember, this is what comes with it. Big up to my hardworking people them who wake up every day, put one foot before the other, and goes to work. Even the one them who don't like the little job, but them go there anyway, go pick up their money and put in them time. You don't have to worry about anybody. You don't have to look over your shoulders and be scared because you're not thieving nothing from nobody and feds now look for you or trying to catch you doing anything. There's a certain amount of peace that comes with it. And while these 4 are enjoying 5 years behind prison bars, we'll be able to go to the beach whenever we feel like it. We'll be able to wake up in the middle of the night and go out into our backyards, our front yard, or go to the bathroom without anybody being there with us. We'll be able to take a shower by ourselves or with our significant other, wifey or huzzy, and we'll be able to live a normal life without them kind of prison stress. Yeah. So think about that. Hit the comment or hit the subscribe button and leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. It's SouFLoTV, not to mention how the Jamaicans look bad again abroad. And we will all be judged by this. I'm out. Peace.
It's Eat Good TV, y'all. If you like Jamaican food, but you're struggling to cook it the right way, then here's a channel that gives it to you step by step. You are guaranteed to be able to cook Jamaican food like a real Jamaican from this channel called Eat Good TV. Go over to Eat Good TV, hit that subscribe button, and try cooking one of those meals. She is real calm about how she does her stuff, and she makes sure that you get all the ingredients right. Eat Good TV. Hit that subscribe button over there and tell them SouFLoTV sent you. I've cooked a couple of meals off of Eat Good TV. Not because I can't cook Jamaican food, because I am a Jamaican myself, but because sometimes I like to see something that I like cooked a different way. So nobody tell the lady that she can't cook, because that is not how you cook it. We all cook it different way. Just go to Eat Good TV, hit that subscribe button, and tell her I sent you.
All right, listen, so you started a business, right? Whether it's a brick and mortar business or a business online. How is your business doing? Is it doing well? Do you need promotions? You cannot afford to start a business and not do promotions. Promotions is what it's all about. You can still reach a demographic of people that might be interested in your business. And how do you do that? You do that by piggybacking on one of these channels that the core audience of that channel is also the type of people you are trying to reach with your business. It works. I don't care what business it is. I can send people to you. Now, before we go, let me say this. I am not guaranteeing you a certain amount of subscribers. You are the one that will have to, or I'm not guaranteeing you a certain amount of people that will come. You are the one that has to continue to push your business. Okay, with you promoting your business yourself and me promoting your business for you, there's no way you can't win. So give me a call right now or shoot me an email and let's work this out. I have a promotion special going on right now. Pretty much anybody can afford this, okay? It is more than half of what I normally do things for. Get in on a deal before it's gone. I've been running it for 2 weeks. The intention is to run it for 4 weeks. So let this one pass you. Call right now. Email right now. Let's get this moving. Promotions, promotions, promotions. That's what it's all about.